everybody, and welcome to today's session.
Absolutely. A couple of things with you, myself, Semichi.
And so
Yep. What are we talking about?
we want to talk about consistency. Yeah, being consistent. You know, because we have realized that there are things that we can actually be consistent in, which makes us or causes us to continually fall in love with each other. And there are things, of course, which we can be consistent in, which causes us to fall out of love with one another.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing consistently? It's the question.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, yeah, I mean, like you're saying, it can be like a deal breaker or a deal maker.
Yeah.
So then watch what you're doing consistently. Is it something that one is appreciating, or is it something that somebody keep on telling you, I don't like this, I don't like this. And we get tired. We are human beings. And sometimes we just let good relationship go uh, down the drain when we could have actually saved it by being aware of such things. Yeah. So can we rectify that part?
Because if you have to look at the conception of the relationship, it was because someone did something consistently. They either called you, they showed interest in you. They either bought you flowers. They did something which you feel draw you to them. It drew your attention. You couldn't stop thinking about them because they were somehow consistently doing something which you liked.
Yeah, and the fact that you are looking for a long-term relationship, that means there should be some long-term of doing something, like a consistent doing of something, because this is not a short-term period. Your investment is more like forever investing to keep this long-term relationship, So, but then at times we're not aware. I mean, it's not like you would blame everyone. Many of us, we get to realize, even as we grow in a relationship, that this is actually a deal breaker, and especially with regards to other couples that you see, maybe we speak to, and you get to realize, no, it's because this person really got tired of something. It was not paid attention to, and now ultimately when a relationship breaks, you think it's just out of nowhere, and it was a build-up. And that is why you see even other relationships flourishing, is because of there is some form of consistent good doing behind the scenes.
Can it be that probably maybe what has contributed to, let's say in the beginning, when sometimes when one is trying to woo another into themselves or into this relationship, there are certain things that we do which aren't really who we are, but we go an extra mile outside our norm in order to either charm this person. And the minute you have had, the minute they are here,
you captured them.
then because it wasn't really you, then you stop with that consistent, it cost them to be attracted to you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sure but after lenyalo change.
Yeah.
But hey, when it's a married couple, it's because there is no longer that consistent in terms of having those beautiful actions, or actions. Yeah, of course.
So now you stop. And you wonder, now what is carrying the relationship? If you stop giving this relationship the fuel it needs, why do you think the relationship will keep going? You see, what makes you think? So this is just a subject we want to bring, like an awareness. It's more like an awareness. I mean, I think we will have to get into also having to give those examples for us. What do you think I've been consistent with? in towards each other, and that made you to see this is the guy I can trust, because maybe I never stopped from doing that thing or those things. Yeah.
Do you want me to say it?
In a way, okay, yes.
Because I think what has carried in terms of me towards you, I think you've been consistent, is being there. Like, well, I don't think you get bored being around me.
Well,
I think Mugai, this gentleman here, Ntateo Remusio, has always shown interest of spending time with me. I mean, even back then, he would just be here, like in my space, so to a point that he ended up getting married. I was like, how did I get married? Because he was forever.
How did you get married?
Yeah, like I was like, I'm married to you. Even now, I think it hasn't changed. I think you enjoy my company, and I also enjoy your company. We spent a lot of time together, and that has been one of the most consistent action you have given me throughout the years. You are not absent. Like Semi is always there, no matter what. I mean, I feel like I'm stuck with you. I feel like I can't go away from you.
Sounds like I feel like I'm stuck. It's like how you go stuck.
Yeah, like okay, for one, I get one more time. But I like it, and I think that's what has made us to really to enjoy and endure our journey together. Yeah, that part of you being consistent. I mean, there are other things, of course, which I can name, but for this exercise, since you asked me, I think that's what I just think that's what just came into my mind.
No, of course. I mean, I do enjoy your company in as much as, hey, we've got lots of arguments,
No,
I'm just, I mean, buttressing on what you said. I'm not. I do enjoy. I do. But there's this thing, like while you were still at school, in that small room of yours.
I was like finishing school.
Yeah, so I mean, I remember those days in the way in which you would present your food, like how you would give me food, presentation wise, and you were like forever the same way. Like there was so much respect in the way in which you were giving me food.
I think effort, like there was less effort. Like you saw respect. Sorry.
Yeah, or whether effort. The point is in the way in which you were giving me the food. The presentation it had just this form of wow, like serious, yeah, like it's not like yeah, such things. And then for me, for the fact that I see Horonzia serious and you became very consistent with, I mean, I'm talking about it even today, it's the same thing. I don't know anything that changed. I mean, how many years together, but the presentation is like it wasn't you know what I mean? So that in itself has always made me realize,
you valued.
I'm really valued, yeah.
I see. Whereas now I'm never together just because that's how I was brought up.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was something really of highlight to me. I remember, or even if rice are on it would just be nice.
Because
The fact that
they
we
get
eat.
tsitsipilanyana.
Yeah.
O kry-e sa butswa.
I'm concentrating more the way in which it was presented. And what I like, or you've been consistent with that, it has never changed. Yeah.
So I guess it's those little things which, for me, when we carry them through, you know, yeah, even probably maybe during your darkest time, you still remember kana motho o beana. Yeah, because like if let's just say you uba missing, like wa high, I would know it's a strange thing. Yeah, because I know you're consistently at home. Yeah. So there are certain things which I think they build up one's perception about the other in terms of who they are towards them, you know, or what they mean towards. I mean, now you felt valuable, you know, based on how I treated you.
Yeah.
You know, I felt, you know, like an important person. You know, I know Semi enjoys my company. So that on its own, it makes me feel special because I know you do spend time with me. Not that I force you. So those things, they build on one's perception of how you are being loved by the other.
Yeah, I remember, I mean, there was this thing about you, yeah. You know, like when, say, I would give you a hug, like the way in which you would give you a hug, like like one leg,
Lift,
lift one leg,
yeah.
like it, yo.
Hey. Oh my God!
Like those. I mean, and it was just you. You were like that.
I don't even remember.
And then being a person, you know, when I would talk to you, you would always want to. You look at me like you are into me, as in.
Like even now, when
Yeah,
you talk,
like you know, like, and it shows like you want to hear more. But unlike a person who probably look away, it's like they are not into you. So those attributes, I think, they would also make me feel like, oh cool. No, I'm saying sense, and hence she would want to listen, or she's listening. You know, those things.
Cool, man. So I think that's what we want to emphasize on today's video, right? I'm glad. I'm actually glad that I made you feel that way.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, it makes me feel cool that I'm consistently doing. And I think little Buangaton, I don't work to be. I think it's just in my nature, in my character. And I think that's where we were saying at the beginning of the video that maybe why certain things stop being consistent is because
it's not you. Yeah, you are trying to play or do something that you know is good and will be accepted, but unfortunately it's not you. Soon you won't do it and they realize, oh, okay,
yeah,
he was just cheated this person. Yeah.
So lo and high bang let it be who you are. Even so that the recipient can consistently receive the person you are. If they decide
it's you. That's how you are. Exactly.
And if they don't if they dislike you, then they are just disliking you.
Unfortunately, you can't change as well for them.
Yeah.
But there will be one who will appreciate something that you're consistent with. But you know, after having said this, I think it's also important that in our relationships we go back to a time like this where we talk about each other. Like let's just stop and start thinking about each other. How important you are to me. What are the things I like about you? Let's verbalize them, you know, because sometimes we only realize the good when it's gone, and you don't want to be in that space. Yeah, for where you are, there's so much of goodness taking place, but the fact that we don't emphasize on it it may look like you don't have a good thing.
Mm.
Stop, think about it, talk about it, say it to each other.
Ne? Yeah. Because I think it feels good how the partner, how, you know, about, you know, the attributes tse di pila or tse di appreciate-ang ka wena.
Yeah.
Le wena ka hosane, it actually encourages you to do more on that, because you know, oh, she sees me, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Nice one.
So sit down, like Sammy said, sit down and really think back. And sometimes you don't have to think back. It's just things that your partner does on a daily basis. Because are those little things that we overlook. Those little things that we overlook because they're so common, and you just think, well, it's also. And you don't realize who she is. That's really what makes you to live with her. That's what makes you, if she's not there, to miss. You know?
No, absolutely. Just that little thing. How always when I in and I don't let them tank go filling station. You know?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Go filling station. He does it for you or she does it for you.
No, I hear you. I think or brings you coffee in the morning.
Washes your car.
Or write you a text when you are at work. I love you. Yeah. You know, those small little gestures, which sometimes is not even monetary.
Yeah, and especially that, you know, in relationships, guys, I mean, those who are in relationships, you know that we have arguments a lot of times, and they can drain us. Those arguments can drain us. But then the more we start thinking about the good and speak about the good, it is the more you eliminate the arguments and their stresses. That's my word.
True. Amen. I think you've said a mouthful.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the little things we like about each other that we consistently do for one another, and we hope you continue to do the same for your partner also. Okay, till next time.
Ta-ta.
Please check our YouTube.
Yes,
we are a baby there. YouTube. So yeah,
let us grow. Let us grow.
All right. Love you more.